Here with Penn State head baseball coach Rob Cooper. Penn State coming off the spring break trip in California with an overall record of 4-3 for the trip, overall for the season of 6-8. And coach, it was a bit of a homecoming for you playing out there in Northern California. Can you really describe what it was like to have all that support out there, all those Penn State people, all the way across the country?
Well, I mean, it was a real emotional week for me, especially being that that's my hometown, and seeing a lot of friends and people I grew up with, a lot of coaches I played for, just people that were really impactful and special in my life. It was an unbelievable experience, and it was an emotional one for me. And then the alumni groups that showed up out there, the parents that traveled, and then just the way our guys played. So it was a good week overall. We still have a lot of room that we can grow into, but it was definitely a neat week, and something I'll remember for a long time.
Can you really tell us what part of your team's game traveled well across the country?
Well, I mean, I don't know how consistent we were. I think all the phases of the game of baseball we can be better at. I mean, we can pitch better, we can hit better, we can play defense better than we did this past week. But I mean, we get out there and our bats were the first weekend were pretty awake, and we got some runs and we got some good pitching at times there. I still feel like we got to play better defense, and then we got some good pitching at times throughout the week. So while I think all three phases of our games at time traveled well and played well, we also need to clean up a lot of it because I thought we were a little too inconsistent with it.
Staying along those lines, do you think the team's really on schedule of where you want them to be right now?
I don't. I think that's a great question, but I don't really know if I have like a schedule.
Right.
Obviously, I'd like to be undefeated right now. I'd like to have a lot more wins, just like our players would.
Yeah.
So, I think when you say, "Hey, we're on schedule," then I think you might put a limit on your team. It might be that you're actually better than what you're doing at the moment. So, I like some of the things we've done. I'm not sure what our record is right now compared to what it's been in the past. So I don't know if exactly from the standpoint of we may have more wins at this point of the year than they've had in quite a few years. But again, there's a lot of things we got to clean up, a lot of things we got to get better at that I think can make us a really good program by the end of the year.
Can you give us a scouting report on Delaware?
Well, they're extremely well coached. They're a program that has a lot of success, and I know that their goal is to make an NCAA tournament. We're in the process of putting together the scouting report right now for them and get ready for the upcoming weekend. My thing really is coming off this weekend is trying to look at the things we need to prepare for going into practice to make our team better, and then I'll start looking at Delaware a little bit more closely here.